Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is correct. Correct. Hello. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello everyone. You want to watch my live stream? Yes. I have 65 subs. I need more subs. This is Waldo Travel Quant.
Weather tracker Clint said, "Hey, waving hand." Weather tracker Clint said, "Okay." Weather tracker Clint said, "Was up."
Alaska. 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 No. North Alaska. No. Alaska.
Weather tracker Clint said, "Alaska."
Ohio.
Weather tracker Clint said, "Ohio." Weather tracker Clint said, "Dallas TX."
California.
Weather tracker Clint said, "California."
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Weather tracker Clint said, "Passport." Weather tracker Clint said, "Pa."
New York City. Utah.
Weather tracker Clint said, "New York City, Utah."
Salt Lake City.
Weather tracker Clint said, "Set Lake City."
Buffalo Bill.
Weather tracker Clint said, "Buffalo Bills."
Kansas City Chiefs.
Weather tracker Clint said, "Kansas City Chiefs."
Welcome back, Clint. I've been okay, man. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I had heard you earlier tonight on the Talk Group 91 Worldwide. You heard me? All I did was just throw out my call sign. I'm surprised no one asked you what country you were from. Yeah, I know. I had a guy ask me the other day, how do I pronounce my first name? And so I explained it to him how I pronounced it, and he asked me where the name came from and all that stuff.
Can you get into that, Ashland Foster?
Weather Tracker
Ashland, let
Clint
me see if I have it
said,
even programmed in my
"Hi."
radio. Give me one
Weather
moment.
Tracker Clint said,
Yeah, because that one's like
"Hi."
500,
Weather Tracker Clint
500 some feet
said,
in the air. Makes me
"Hi,
wonder if
waving
you could
hand."
hit that from your QTH. That sucker's way up on a tower. I talked to that guy in Ashland before. I heard you guys are going to QSY to this one. KF0SFX. I don't know what the number is.
Yes, sir. KF0SFX, I believe. KC0HJ. Good evening.
Yeah, I heard you on the Bellevue one. I could make out what you were saying. Just a little staticky. This one must be your hometown repeater. I think Wade was going to come over to this one too. Did I talk to you on Simplex down there in that area before?
Oh, it's definitely a possibility. I scan through it a lot. And usually if I hear somebody on the Simplex, I try and say hi.
About Tomato one now.
He's waiting on you, Wade. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he's tapping his nails on the table waiting for you.
Man, I can't hold that repeater, but I can hear you guys on it.
should have asked him what the furthest north he could get into. I wouldn't be surprised if that guy could get into the Emmanuel one. You want me to, or maybe holler out on him on the Bellevue, maybe. When you're talking to somebody as far down as Ashland, you would want to find a repeater kind of in between you guys where he's got to stretch a little bit. You obviously got to stretch anytime you talk down to Omaha, but yeah, I'll bet that guy. I talked to that guy on Simplex. He's got a 50-foot freaking. He's got a nice antenna. It's like 50 feet in the air, so he could get into that Emmanuel one.
Well, can you relay third-party message? Tell them sorry, I can't do it. I thought I can get in it, man. I'm always dinging that thing and it comes back 4 bars. Not tonight. Put my foot in my mouth. I did. I put my foot in my mouth. I'm sorry. I don't know where the fuck Ashland's at. Sorry. Goddamn.
Wow. Foster's in there. But he's got that stupid problem where his radio's hanging up. Way to go, dude. Yeah, Wade, I'm with you.
Station calling, you're in there, but your audio's just a little low. KC0HJ.
You used to, yeah, just 4 bars, like you said, no problem.
KF0SLJ.
There's 2 bars now.
Very strong on that one.
Now they're coming in. KF0RWH. We're trying from Blanco. I'm in it. I don't think I'll be able to hold this repeater tonight, fellas. It's a long haul. I guess I didn't realize how far Ashland was for me.
I don't think you're holding it. It seems like it.
Well, in this view again, something has changed significantly. You could hardly hold the repeater, and I couldn't make out anything you were saying.
It seems like your radio's working better, Wade, when you key down for like 2 seconds and then talk. It seems like you get in there a lot better when you do that. Now he thinks that's Foster.
You're just not holding the repeater, my friend. I can't make out what you're saying. Oh, well, we tried. KC0HJ.
I can make it into the repeater, it sounds like, but I'm only hearing myself through Zello. I don't hear the return on my radio.
Dude, that's strange because remember that night you and I tried Simplex and I can hear like a pin drop in the city of Omaha. And you were like you were 5 watts in Benson on Handy Talkie and you were hitting me full bars. And when I hollered down with my 90 watts, you weren't hearing me at all. So that tells me that your receive on that thing is freaking poor. Do you have your squelch set at 1?
No, I think it's set at, I want to say 7.
Oh, for God's sakes, dude. You got to have your squelch set at 1. That means the teeniest tiny signal will break your squelch.
All right, Bill, let me go ahead and change that.
Yeah, because then your radio will block it. Somebody would probably need to hit you with an S7 to even break your squelch instead of like an S1. I heard Bobby was telling somebody to set it to like 3. I'm like, dude, I always run mine at 1. Why wouldn't you want it at 1? Like, you've got, it squelches it, yeah, but then like the tiniest signal will turn your radio on and then you can hear it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I always run my squelch as low as I can get it without hearing static. Like this here now. Turn it down. Open squelch. And then I just turn it. Now this is the manual analog button. I just turn it a little above, because that way it's right there on the edge of a signal and then just blank air. But that's my thoughts on squelch.
Well, the thing is, I never changed it. I looked at the settings here in my CPS, and I never changed it from 7. That's how it came from the factory.
Yeah, you sounded great into Ashland. And then the second time, just like that guy came back to you, he said, now that time, you were absolutely full quiet. So, that stupid thing. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, you were rocking in there to Ashland. I knew you'd be able to get in there because the damn thing's like 500 some feet in the air. So, I'm either thinking squelch issue or antenna issue. Something. But yeah, if your 5 watts goes in up to that tower beams it back to you. Interesting. Yeah, try that. Maybe try that, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, 7, in my opinion, is way too high. I run all my rigs at 1 if it's digital. And if it's an analog like this, I'll go a little above the noise there. That way any little weak station or whatever will trip it. Might have just been blocking the signal.
Yeah, and just to verify, or to not verify, but to get the information accurate, I'm using a base station with 20 watts. That's what I used to hit the Ashland, because according to Repeater Book, it is 28.35 miles from my location. So now I just uploaded the new squelch settings to my radio, and I will change to that repeater and try it again and see if my radio will pick up the reception.
Another thing I noticed, which makes your radio a little bit more sensitive on 2 meters, is don't run any receive tones. It's unnecessary on 2 meters because you don't have to tone out little kids on bubble pack radios on those. It's necessary on GMRS, but you're never going to run into that. And I found that my radios, when I run receive tones, they're not as sensitive. Now, when you run the receive tones, it's good if you don't want to hear the repeater ID with the CW. If that gets annoying, you can run that. But in my opinion, receive tones off seems to help too.
Yeah, I like turning the receive tones off because I like hearing the repeater ID. I guess I'm just a weirdo like that or something. But yeah, I figured out that issue with my radio, and no help from Radiodity, but they did try to give me some information, but it didn't work. And it came out to be that if I leave the programming cable plugged in and I key up, it'll continue to transmit. And I was able to replicate that issue, and so I sent that information back to them. So hopefully, if they ever have someone that tells them, hey, my radio keeps transmitting, then they can tell them, hey, do you have the programming cable plugged in? Because if you do, you need to unplug that so it'll stop, continuously transmitting.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded like one of those times you keyed up, it got stuck again.
Yeah, I forgot to unplug the programming cable.
Okay, that was the first time. And you know what? Your audio came way up too, FYI, on your second transmission.
Yeah, I just got to remember to take that audio, or not that audio cable, but to take that programming cable out. I've just been making so many changes, I keep forgetting it in there. But yeah, I need to remember to take that out.
Okay, I'll call you on the Ashland now, so you don't have to look like a jerk. We'll try it. We'll try it. Yeah, you let me know. I'll call out for you, and then I'll just say something like, maybe you were on the wrong repeater, or I told you a wrong one, or something. I don't know, but I'm fairly certain this next time we try it that you should have success on receive. Or hell, I'll just keep you on Zello here, and I'll just call out my call, and then let me know if you hear me, or just kerchunk it. Just for God's sakes, just kerchunk the damn thing. I won't tell on you.
No, I don't mind throwing out my call sign if I, if I can't hear him, then I mean, if I ever meet him in person, I'll tell him, yeah, I hit the repeater, but I didn't hear you anything back.
True, true.
All right, I'm going for it.
Storm Chaser 92 said, "Hey, what's up, Clint?
Nothing.
Any audio back that time? I just hollered at you, and you sounded good.
What's up, Clint? Yeah, Storm Chaser 92, that's me, man.
Nope, no audio at all.
What is up with that? That sucks because they got a good net on there where they link it in with a Lincoln repeater. There's quite a bit of people that check in. What is going on with that? And you could get in. You can use that right now and hop on the Emmanuel. I'm sure. If you want, we could test it on the Emmanuel hospital repeater just to make sure that it receives that. I guess that'd kind of tell us something.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I just need to get my antennas outside, man.
It's frustrating, brother. I know. It's the most frustrating freaking thing because you want to have fun and you want to join the nets and you want to talk simplex and you want to try new repeaters and I was just not a happy person, man. It drove me bonkers and yeah, it sucks. But well, like I say, I'm here. I'm always down to do some testing, but that would be what I would do. Why am I not hearing this one? Am I hearing, other ones? Obviously, you were hearing other ones, but all I can tell you, well, you know where Ashland's at. So it's south of your place, southwest of your place. It boggles my mind because you sounded, I mean, you weren't full quiet, but you maybe had just a time. I mean, well, I don't know if you heard yourself on Zello, but try it again. Oh, nothing heard. Must be doing some testing. Not sure if he needed some audio coming back to you or not. KF0SFX. Copy that, Clint. Copy on that. And then here's another thought would be like, uh, the Bellevue repeaters, like Southwest Iowa's repeater and Bellevue's repeater, those are pretty far south of you too, and you're running 20 watts. Huh. I'm kind of perplexed here on what's going on. Well, I guess when we were doing it on Simplex, that was on a handy talkie that day. Or was it? The day that we were talking on Simplex and you hit me like 10 bars, was that on that 20 watt rig? Why do you do this when we're in the middle of a conversation? Why don't you do this when there's dead air on the channel? Yeah, just give me stuff like that, like when nobody's saying nothing, and then maybe that'll spark a conversation. I don't know, Wade. You got any ideas? You're still out there, but I wanna help you out because something ain't right because you're transmitting so well. Hmm.
What's up?
Meet me over at Emmanuel.
Hey, Bo, you're talking about CHI, right? The N0YMJ repeater?
Yeah, just meet. We can talk over there and get this figured out. Give me about a minute.
Me and Wade just did a test over there. I thought you'd be on there already as well. think I lost you guys.
I'm here. I just ran out of things to say. I don't know. Don't know. Like I say, you can get into Bellevue, K0USA, get into the hospital one, DDU. I think we tested Honey Creek. Not sure. I think you're pretty much doing everything you can do. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of people that live in small towns that would love to be able to key down and get into the handful of repeaters that you can get into. So it just depends on how you look at things.
Yeah, but that's good to know that I can actually hit that Ashland repeater. I just got to set up my antenna to receive. But man, 28 miles away, that's probably the repeater that I've hit the furthest away from me at this point.
I'm sorry to bust in on this shit. I was in there pressing. Oh, oh, cool. Yeah, I said it right. I thought it was on the repeater. All right, go. There should be an STE in your memory or your menu. Squelch tail eliminator. Go in there and turn that one off. It should say STE, and there's another one. It should be close right in there, and it should normally be 1 through 9 when you get into the menu key on it. Turn that shit down to 0 or off. Otherwise, it's saying not to hear the other shit. That's another type of squelch in there. I don't know what kind of radio running, but I'm pretty sure it's in there. Go in your menu and look for an STE. It should be higher up in your menu in the 40s and 50s. You'll probably see something like button programming or color code and button programming. STE, turn that fucker off. Squelch tail eliminator. But that thing's on. And there's another one right in there. I can't remember what it is, but it'll have 1 or 0. Well, actually, 0 or off through 9. That tells it to receive, to trip. Turn that thing off.
Compander?
Something, I don't know. I go plug in this QIT, or get this valve thing. It's in the 50s. What is it? RS, RPS, repeater squelch? RPS, I think it is. Turn the STE off, and then I think there's another one that RPS. And actually, you get down, click on it, and there'll be a number underneath it in the menu. Turn that shit off. That just tells it. It's like how fast to turn it on. It's like a slow switch. Turn that son of a bitch off. Otherwise, me and Bo used to have a hard time hearing them, that Bellevue or Blair repeater. Oh, cheap ass Chinese. Man, that's a good thing we have these Chinese fuckers. I think it's RPS. Repeater squelch. It's how fast it turns on, but it may be fucking with it. I turn mine off on 0, then I can hear that spontaneous shit that these RT97s throw out. Just, I bet it's turned on. I bet it's on 4 or 5.
I do remember that. Squelch tail elimination. I do remember that. And since we shut it off, I never really thought about it again on the 9800s. Yeah. And I remember my compander. I had that turned on, and that really muffled everybody's voices having that compander on too. And I got great audio, a lot louder audio after I shut that off on the 9800. So yeah, squelch tail eliminator and compander. That's a good point.
Hi there. Hey, did you get your goddamn big wiener? Oh, no. I'm tired as hell. I'm trying to head home. Just got done watching the hockey game and stuff. Yeah, goddamn Musketeers lost. We're a goddamn high school team.
Hello. Good evening. What's up?
Brian. Donkey, are they steamed wieners up there or are they boiled?